What up, Epic Readers? I'm Jesse from the YouTube channel Jesse the Reader, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Epic Adaptations, a series here on Epic Reads where we keep you in the know on all the recent book-to-movie and book-to-TV adaptation news. Happy November, my friends! We've got an array of updates and news for you guys today. Casting news, trailer drop, and books that have been picked up to be adapted. News, news, news! Let's get started. Kicking things off, the adaptation for Genuine Fraud has found its leading lady. If you didn't know, a few years back, Amazon had picked up Genuine Fraud by Lockhart to be adapted. Now that they've seen success with We Were Liars, it seems that things are picking up in terms of production for Genuine Fraud. Rain Spencer will not only be taking on the lead role of Imogen, but it also seems that she is going to be taking on the role of executive producer, so she will have a hand in producing this film. You might recognize Rain Spencer, and that's because she appears in The Summer I Turned Pretty. I feel like oftentimes YA adaptations have a lot of crossover. It's one of my favorite things. Like, you'll have an actor that'll star in one YA adaptation, and then you'll see them in another adaptation. I love it for some reason. I love that crossover. Genuine Fraud is one of those books where I feel like it kind of went under the radar. I feel like it honestly is such a fascinating read, and I highly recommend checking it out. If you're somebody who's like really into like the mystery thriller vibe, definitely recommend checking this one out. It's about a girl who is constantly having to reinvent herself, and she just goes on a wild journey. I'm not going to go into too much detail because spoilers, but highly recommend checking out Genuine Fraud. It's Percy Jackson season besties with season 2 upon us, and when I say upon us, I mean it's literally coming December 10th, y'all. December 10th, can you believe it? That's like so soon. That's in a few weeks. Huh? What? I'm shook. Anyway, all that to say, it is promo season for Percy Jackson, which means we're going to be getting promo left and right, and I am here for it. I am living for it. This includes the dropping of the season 2 trailer, which we finally got our hands on, and I am obsessed with. I've watched it a ridiculous amount of times. I feel like from here on out, things with the Percy Jackson series get even more adventurous, get more dramatic, and get more dark, and I am here for it. I'm incredibly excited about season 2, and I want to hear all your thoughts on it down below in the comments. So if you've seen the trailer, let me know what you're most excited about coming up in this next season. The YA romance Into the Deep Blue has been picked up to be adapted, and we already have casting news for the leading roles. Sarah Wiseglass has been cast as Fiona, and Damien Hardung has been cast as Nick. What I want to know with this adaptation is if this means that YA romance adaptations are back. Because I feel like there for a while, there weren't many that were popping off. I mean, we had To All the Boys I Loved Before, which did amazing. And then recently we've had The Summer I Turned Pretty. So I wonder if like the success of The Summer I Turned Pretty has got Hollywood being like, we need more YA romances. We need to churn them out. Bring on this wave of YA romance adaptations. In this book, we are following Fiona and Nick, who are the best of friends. They've bonded over them both losing their moms. But when that friendship line is crossed, things get kind of sticky, and then these secrets are unveiled that cause a lot of drama, and so we are following them on figuring out what they want to be. Do they want to be friends, or do they want to be lovers? And navigating that journey. I'm very excited to see what they end up doing with this adaptation, and I will keep you updated as we get more news. The last bit of news I'm like stupidly excited about, it like is throwing me back to being a kid, and that's the fact that we are getting a new adaptation of Eloise. If you're not familiar, this is a really fun series about this girl who lives in New York in a hotel and all these adventures that she gets up to. There was a book series and then there was a movie series, and we are now getting a re-adaptation of this series, and I'm so excited about it. May Shank will be taking on the role of Eloise, and then Ryan Reynolds is also set to star in this film as a original villain. So not a villain that you've seen like in the books. He will be made specifically for this movie. So I'm super excited about this. I think it's going to be really fun and really delightful, and I think I'm going to have to go and rewatch some of the old Eloise movies because they were my jam. They're so fun. Breaking news! I was in the middle of finalizing this episode, and guess what happened? Some big news dropped, so we gotta talk about it. We've got our first look at the adaptation for Sunrise at the Reaping. A trailer has dropped, and oh my god, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't expecting it to drop already, but here it is, and I'm not mad about it. The trailer is fantastic. fantastic, it's dark, it's kind of got that Hunger Games aesthetic that we've kind of grown to know and grown to expect with the Hunger Games franchise. I'm gonna be honest, I have high expectations for this adaptation. I feel like every Hunger Games adaptation that has dropped, whether it be the original trilogy or the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, like I have loved every movie that has come out of this franchise, and so I'm honestly expecting to have similar feelings for this movie as well. As we explore Haymitch's character deeper and also get a look at the 50th Hunger Games and all who it affected, I'm super excited for this movie, and I will keep you guys updated when more news drops. That's all the Epic Adaptation news I've got for you guys today, but before we go, we want to hear from you guys down below in the comments. Let us know all your thoughts on today's news. What are your thoughts on the genuine fraud casting? How did you feel about the Percy Jackson Season 2 trailer? Must know your thoughts about that. And also, how are you feeling about Into the Deep Blue? And do you feel like YA romances are making a comeback in terms of Hollywood? Are we going to be getting more YA romance adaptations? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next month with another episode of Epic Adaptations.